Greetings of the day to one and all members present over here. Today, I, Vaishya Sharma of class 10th A from Aisha School Pravanu is here to share my views and feelings regarding to the disastrous disaster and deadly virus that is COVID-19 coronavirus. First of all, I would like to ask you that I hope you all are safe, secure and healthy, taking all the possible preventions in this critical situation. I fully agree with you that it is very difficult for me as well as for you spending most of the time in the lockdown period 24 hours. But what keeps me reminding off and on is that we have to stick on to the rules and regulations of the government as they are doing for our welfare. As if you are not following it, the consequences will be giving you a great damage in the result. So please follow the rules and regulations of the government. It's a huge humble request from me to you all. So now let's move on to another topic, that what is COVID-19? As you all are aware that COVID-19 is a type of virus which has given a great devastation to the whole world. Due to this virus, over lakhs of people have lost their lives. This is a type of pandemic in which it attacks mostly in mammals and birds. It is a virus that is closely related to the SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, and the MERS. This virus straightly attacked to the respiratory tract of the human being, causing mild to lethal. So now let's move on to our another topic, that how coronavirus was named. Coronavirus was found by the two scientists June Almeida and David Treld that observed the coronavirus in the human being. The word was used in print in 1968 by an informal group of virologists in the journal Nature to designate the new family of the viruses. The name refers to the characteristic appearance of the virions, the infective form of the virus by electron microscope. So now let's move on to another topic, that the genetic makeup of the coronavirus and the structure. As you can observe that it contains membrane protein, spike protein, envelope protein and RNA. They are host specific. How they are host? Like in the environment they are in dead form, but when it enters into our body, so they became active and multiply very vigorously. So now let's talk about how does it enters into our body. Like the virus enters through the mouth or the nose or through the help of eyes. Then when it enters into our body, it firstly finds the host cell in the respiratory system, and then it multiplies it very vigorously and damages 30% of our lungs. As you can see that it attacks to the lungs and the respiratory tract, causing runny nose, cough, sore throat and high temperature. So now let's move on to another topic, that from where it came. So as you all are aware about it, that it's China. I know, I don't know why these things occur from China, that all the bad things are occurring again and again from China. It's a very strange thing. So now let's talk about it. China is the place from where coronavirus is coming because of the stupid experiments they are doing off and on. But still it's a mystery from what thing it has been formed. Either it is from bat, soup or for some bioweapon. It will be soon found. So now let's talk about it, that when it was first seen. It says that a 55 years old individual from Hubei province in China may have been the first person to have contracted COVID-19, the disease caused by the new coronavirus spreading across the globe. That case dates back to November 17, 2019, according to South China Morning Post. That's more than a month earlier than doctors noted case in Wuhan, China, which is in Hubei provinces at the end of December 2019. But they were saying that it came through the help of market, but later it was said that it is not coming from the market. So now let's move on to another topic, that you can see that COVID-19 has spread all over the world. Even the world's best ventilatory system and medical facilities could not cure it, which is a very serious thing and sad thing to hear. Like China, USA, Italy and many other countries. So now let's move on to the another topic. Now let's talk about what are the means of spread of this coronavirus. As you can see that from one patient it attacks on the two, then it force, then it multiplies very fastly. So the means of spread of this virus are through direct contact of respiratory secretion and body fluids, like when we sneeze. So some of the body fluids are exposed into the environment, but when some another person inhales it, so this virus becomes active. So now let's move on to another point, that it it spreads with the help of air, definitely by coughing or sneezing, which I had said to you, touching a contaminated surface or object and then touching plague nose or eyes, yeah, and fecal contamination. Now I want to share some of the facts, that it remains minimum 24 hours on object, it remains for nearly a week days in air, it remains for 2 days on metal objects, it needs a very high temperature to kill it, which a normal environment could not give it. So these were the some facts which I had disclosed with you. So now let's move on to another topic, that some myths and facts of coronavirus that the people are saying. So the first myth is that antibiotics are effective in treating the new coronavirus, but in the fact part it came that antibiotics only work against bacteria, not viruses, which have been read in the science classes. Herbal remedies and other drugs can help treat the new virus. Now the fact point comes, no specific medicines recommended for treatment according to WHO. Now the another myth came that new coronavirus only affects older people. It's not correct. People of all ages can be infected by this virus, which is the truth. The another myth part is that pets can spread the new coronavirus, but in the fact point it says that no evidence to suggest that pets can be infected with this new virus. So now let's move on to another topic. Now I want to share some of the statistics of the COVID-19, which is so much horrible to see. And also I want to share one thing, that why this virus has spread so much vigorously in our country as well as the whole world. I think so because of the mentality of the people. Like I want to personally share to you that when I ask from the people, they say nothing would be happening so far. It's a small virus. Because of this mentality sickness, this virus has been spread so much. So please change your mentality. So now these are the some of the graphical representation and the numericals increasing day by day, which is a very sad and serious thing to observe. These are the graph statistics of COVID-19, as you can see in the graph form. So now let's talk about the consequences. It has been observed that day by day more and more people are getting infected. Yes, that's the truth. As you can see in the before graph which I had showed to you, even developed countries having the best health facilities fail to check the spread of deadly virus, which I had said to you. If disciplined measures is not followed, it may lead to the biggest threat to humanity. To already more than 1.5 lakh people lost their lives due to this pandemic, which I have said to you. It may lead to biggest economical crisis. People lost their jobs and unemployment is so much there nowadays. Domestic violence cases will rise due to back-to-back lockdowns. Yes. So now let's move on to another topic, that what are the possible things that can happen if this virus is not controlled. Like global extinction could occur, economical crisis could also occur, and death rates are also increasing day by day. So now let's talk about what are the preventions and cures that we can take in this time. As there is no vaccine or any medicine to cure this virus, so we can only take preventions. We should clean our hands frequently by cleaning our living areas, cleaning by practicing social distancing, avoid going to public places, yeah, staying at home as much as possible. As social distancing is the key, we should practice honestly by honestly following instruction given by the government from time to time. Wearing of mask, gloves whenever come across people around you. So now let's move on to another topic. Only the immunity can save us from this virus. But the question comes, how? point comes yoga. Yoga is the best medicine to boost up our immunity. By doing yoga, our lungs get filled up through which respiratory problems could not occur. By doing it, you will be fit and fine. If it attacks it, the lungs would be not damaging so much. You will be not feeling it or harming by it if it enters into our body. And do it regularly. So now let's move on to another topic, that we should eat healthy fruits to boost our immunity. Not only yoga can boost up, but you need to eat healthy fruits and you have a proper diet. So let's talk about what things are contained in healthy fruits. Vitamins, minerals and antioxidants. Studies have shown that fruits and vegetables provide nutrients like beta carotene, vitamin C and vitamin E that can boost immune functions, because many vegetable, fruits and other plant-based food are also rich in antioxidants. They help reduce oxidative stress. And now I want to give you a great salute to the corona fighters which are doing such a commendable job. Means like they are putting their lives into danger, leaving from the family, doing all the hard work to reduce the stress of the country. So it's a great thing that they are doing. Even we cannot do. So let's talk about which persons are included. First of all, our paramedical staff, yeah, police personnel, that they are doing the duty on roads, checking from where the person has come and all the things. Cleanliness staff, yeah, various government organizations who are working all the time. At last, I would only say that I am joining my hands in front of you that please follow the rules and regulations of the government. And also I want to tell you that the people who are saying that nothing would be happening, this virus is nothing, because of their sick mentality, this virus has spread so vigorously in our country also. And I also want to share the experience of the Italy people also, that 2-3 months before they were also thinking like that, but now you can see what are the results. And from this thing, that it has been nothing like they are saying like all this stuff. So, and also I want to give a great salute to the corona fighters again, like they are doing such a commendable job, giving their 100%. So can't we do something as to reduce their stress also? And as the prevention is the best medicine to cure anything, like to buy hardly 10 to 15 bucks of this mask, and taking sanitizers every day in a hand and scrubbing it. So these are the few things that, and even Dr. Fauci, who is the world's best virus expert, also said that taking preventions is the best medicine to cure it. So you can hear it from the virus experts also. So that's much for that. Only you and me can together make this world better. Together we can rise and fight against this virus as a teamwork. So I hope you like my presentation. So I'm signing off. Thank you very much.